Right, nice short little video here. This is for the prologue of Romeo and Juliet Act 2. So obviously we saw a prologue at the beginning of the play which told us what was going to happen in the play to get the audience's attention, cheer them up. Obviously there's the other work on that. This prologue is to kind of summarise what's happened and tell us a little bit more what's going to come up in the next scene. So here's the prologue here. Obviously, much like the first one, it is in the form of a Shakespearean sonnet, perfect for love poems, which is obviously important because they're in love and it fits the tone of everything. Especially at the end of the scene, we have a stark contrast between the Romeo we saw in Act 1, Scene 1, and the Romeo we see now. He's much purer. Definitely very, very different. And so, like a Shakespearean sonnet, it follows iambic pentameter with five two-syllable feet, stress on the second syllable. And it's divided into 3 verses of 4 lines known as quatrains, and finishing the rhyming couplet as a volta. There you go, there's your rhyme scheme there. So I'll read the sonnet in its full. Now old desire doth in his deathbed lie, and young affection gapes to be his heir. The fair for which love groaned for and would die, with tender Juliet marched, is now not fair. Now Romeo is beloved and loves again, alike betwixt by the charm of looks, but to his foe supposed he must complain, and she steals love's sweet bait from fearful hooks. Being held a foe, he may not have access to breathe such vows as lovers used to swear. And she is much in love, her means much less, to meet her new beloved anywhere. But passion lends them power, time means, tempering extremities with extreme sweet. Okay, there you go. That's it. Obviously, the rhyming couplet's a bit funny there, but let's go break this down line by line. So now, old desire doth in his deathbed lie. So now Romeo's old feelings for Rosalind are dying away, and young affection gapes to be his heir, and new love wants to take its place. That fair, obviously we know that fair, we've seen many times in the play, fair means beautiful woman. So that fair for which love groaned for and would die. So for Rosalind, he said he would die. With tender Juliet matched is now not fair. So with the new, compared to the new Juliet, compared to the beautiful new Juliet, Rosalind is now not fair. She's not beautiful anymore. Now Romeo is beloved and loves again. So now Romeo is newly in love, and he is also loved back. It's requited this time, unlike Rosaline, who didn't want to be with him back, couldn't be with him because she had sworn a vow. Alike betwixt by the charm of looks. So Romeo loves both of them actually. Romeo and Juliet love each other because of the way they look. So it is very shallow still. It's a much purer love than Rosaline, but it's still very, very shallow. But to his foe suppose he must complain. So, but this is his enemy he has to talk to. And she steals love's sweet bait from fearful hooks. And she has fallen in love for someone she should fear. Okay? And she steals love from baits from fearful hooks. She's fallen in love from someone she should fear. Obviously, their enemy, their foes, they're from opposite families that hate each other. Being held a foe, he may not have access. So because they're enemies, he may not be able to get near her, to say lots of nice things to her and such, to breathe such vows as lovers used to swear, so to speak these sweet nothings to her. And she is much in love, her means much less, so she's actually got less of an opportunity to go and see Romeo. She's from a very controlling background, obviously, again, because she's a woman. She faces a lot more control from her parents than, say, Romeo would. To meet her new beloved anywhere, so to meet anywhere they want. But passion lends them power, time means. So, but their passion gives them power and time to meet. Tempering extremities with extreme sweet. So this means it's dangerous, it's extremely dangerous, but it's very pleasant. And that's the sonnet. So, I mean, there's a couple of things here. There's deathbed, Obviously the bed you die on and die. There's death imagery there, obviously foreshadows Romeo's death. There's also groaned, which we do when we die, and has a double meaning. Also, there's the word desire here. There's kind of this on a knife point between death and desire. Shakespeare does this in a lot of his plays. The first half of the play is obviously about, the first half of the sonnet is obviously about Act 1, and the second half is going to be about Act 2. So they're going to have to try and get out and see each other wherever they can, and it's going to be dangerous, but it's going to be very passionate, obviously. And that's it. So there is a summative assignment. I don't need you to really go into much detail and analyse this. I'm keeping it nice and short for this one, but the summative assignment is finishing your Shakespearean sonnets. I've also posted another video to help you with writing your Shakespearean sonnets, or finish writing your Shakespearean sonnets. I would ask, please, that you submit them in this Google Classroom assignment, just to keep everything together, and it makes it much easier for me to grade. So if you could please submit them to me there. Watch the other video for full instructions and tips and stuff like that. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. Thanks.